Building a life is not about just achieving success or meeting society's expectations. It's about crafting a life that resonates with your deepest values and a purpose that fills you with passion. When we look at those who seem truly fulfilled, we don't see people who've done everything right. We see people who've built lives aligned with who they truly are. Think of life as a canvas that you are constantly painting. Every day, with each decision, action, and interaction, you're adding to the masterpiece of who you are. And while you may not see the full picture today, know that these small, intentional strokes will one day reveal something extraordinary. Building a life goes far beyond the conventional markers of success like wealth, status, or accolades. When we talk about creating a life with true depth, it starts with vision. A life built solely around success often lacks the personal satisfaction that can only come from purpose, passion, and alignment with one's core values. Vision transcends the tangible. It invites us to ask why we want to achieve certain goals, how these achievements align with our sense of meaning, and what we ultimately want our life to stand for. Vision, in its truest form, is more than just a list of goals or aspirations. It's about looking inward and reflecting on what genuinely matters to us as individuals. In a world filled with pressures and expectations, easy to chase a version of success that's been defined by others, a vision shaped by society, culture, or family. But to truly build a life of fulfillment, we need a vision that is deeply personal and true to our unique identities. It calls us to clarify our values, those non-negotiable principles that act as our guideposts in all decisions, big and small. When our actions align with these values, every achievement, every step forward feels meaningful. We can end each day feeling closer to a life that represents who we are, not just what we've done. A powerful vision is what pulls us through challenges, what gives our goals their staying power. When setbacks arise, it's easy to feel defeated if we're pursuing something only for external validation. But a vision grounded in personal purpose keeps us focused, resilient, and undeterred by obstacles. When we know that our actions reflect our most deeply held beliefs, we can rise again, regardless of the number of times we may stumble. Vision provides the energy to move forward because it transforms a desire for mere success into a deeper commitment to a meaningful path. As we begin to form our vision, we may discover that it changes over time. The process of introspection isn't always straightforward, and it often reveals insights that reshape our understanding of what we truly want. This kind of vision building is dynamic, open to growth, and flexible enough to accommodate our evolving selves. Rather than a rigid, one-time choice, vision is a living, breathing part of us. As we gain more experience, meet different people, and deepen our self-understanding, our sense of purpose may shift. And that's not only natural but necessary. A vision that adapts with us allows us to keep creating a life that feels relevant and fulfilling, regardless of where we are in our journey. Another crucial aspect of having a strong vision is that it inspires us to focus on long-term fulfillment over short-term wins. Success can sometimes be alluring in the short-term, immediate gratification from reaching a goal, achieving recognition, or proving something to others. However, when success isn't backed by a broader vision, it often feels hollow after the initial excitement fades. Building a life with purpose means pursuing goals that bring a lasting sense of satisfaction because they resonate with who we are. When we're driven by a meaningful vision, every accomplishment feels richer, more deeply rooted in something that sustains us through both highs and lows. A well-formed vision also impacts the choices we make and the direction we take in life. It acts as a compass, guiding us not only toward what we want to achieve, but also steering us away from what no longer serves us. A person without a clear vision can find themselves constantly shifting course, chasing what others deem valuable, or moving from one goal to the next, without a sense of continuity. A vision-centered life, however, keeps us grounded, gives us clarity in our decisions, and fosters a deep sense of self-trust. We become less swayed by external opinions because we know what we're building and why it matters. Vision ultimately enables us to find purpose in each day, to view life as a journey of continual growth rather than a series of isolated achievements. It invites us to live intentionally, to approach each moment with the question, does this contribute to the life I want to create? When we build with vision, we are less attached to titles accolades or comparisons, and more committed to creating a life that fulfills us in ways that success alone cannot. We begin to see ourselves as artists of our own lives, crafting a path that is as meaningful as it is uniquely ours. The power of daily habits is one of the most transformative elements in building a fulfilling life. While grand achievements and big breakthroughs are often highlighted as markers of success, it's actually the small, daily habits, the seemingly ordinary actions that have the most profound impact over time. Habits are like the foundational bricks in a building. One alone may not seem like much, but layer upon layer, they create something strong and lasting. And just as a building must be constructed brick by brick, a meaningful life is built by intentionally stacking positive habits day after day after day. Habits shape who we are and who we become. When we intentionally choose small actions that align with our values, we slowly but surely align our life with our vision. Many people aspire to change their lives dramatically, but they overlook the importance of making consistent, manageable changes first. Big transformations may feel inspiring, but they are often hard to sustain. On the other hand, when we develop small, intentional habits, they become an integrated part of our identity and build momentum over time. This principle applies to any area of life, whether it's health, career, relationships, or personal growth. One powerful aspect of daily habits is how they shape our mindset. When we start each day with simple practices such as setting intentions, expressing gratitude, or spending even a few minutes reading something uplifting, we begin to cultivate a positive mental framework. These small, repeated actions train our minds to focus on growth, optimism, and resilience, which are essential for facing life's inevitable challenges. In contrast, if we fall into negative habits like procrastination, self-doubt, or endless distractions, these also compound over time, shaping us in ways we might not realize. Thus, habits are always working in one direction or another. They either bring us closer to or take us further from the life we want to build. Daily habits also help bridge the gap between vision and action. Many people have dreams and aspirations, but without consistent actions, those dreams often remain unrealized. Habits are the bridge, the means through which we bring our vision to life. When we set a goal, we may initially feel motivated, but motivation alone is fleeting. Habits, however, allow us to keep going even when motivation wanes. This is why the greatest achievers emphasize discipline over motivation, because they know that it's not the occasional bursts of effort, but the consistent daily actions that create real change. Moreover, habits are powerful because they allow for incremental progress. Growth can feel overwhelming when we focus on where we want to be compared to where we are. However, with the right habits in place, progress becomes gradual and sustainable. For example, a person who dedicates just 15 minutes a day to reading or learning a new skill will accumulate a wealth of knowledge and proficiency over the course of a year. It's easy to underestimate what can be achieved with small actions, but these efforts compound, creating exponential results. This compounding effect is the magic of habits. It's not about how much we do in a single day, but about how those small actions add up over time to create lasting change. Another transformative aspect of habits is how they shape our identity. Each time we engage in a positive habit, we reinforce a sense of self aligned with our goals. For instance, a person who makes it a habit to exercise daily doesn't just get physically fitter, they begin to see themselves as someone who is committed to their health. Over time, these repeated actions shape their self-image, which in turn makes the habit even easier to sustain. This identity shift is fundamental in creating a life that feels authentic, because our actions are not just tasks we complete, but reflections of who we are becoming. Intentional daily habits also give us a sense of control in an unpredictable world. Life is filled with uncertainties, and while we cannot control every outcome, we can control the small actions we take each day. These habits become our anchor points, a source of stability amidst change. In challenging times, they remind us of our purpose, helping us stay grounded and focused. Even in moments of doubt or hardship, having consistent habits keeps us moving forward. It's like climbing a mountain one step at a time. While the summit may seem far away, each step, each small action brings us closer, no matter the terrain. In essence, daily habits are the building blocks of a meaningful life. They transform our aspirations into realities, allowing us to become the person we envision, one day at a time. They help us overcome the inertia of inaction and allow us to create a life that reflects our values and purpose. When we prioritize habits that align with our highest goals, we gradually build a life that is not just defined by what we achieve, but by who we become. And in that journey, we realize that the life we are building is both a destination and an ever-evolving path toward deeper fulfillment. In the process of building a meaningful life, resilience stands out as one of the most important qualities, often even more than perfection. Perfection is an illusion, a constant chase for flawlessness that can leave us feeling inadequate or fearful of failure. Resilience, however, is a real, attainable strength that equips us to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs with courage and adaptability. When we embrace resilience over perfection, we become less focused on flawless outcomes and more on growth, learning, and improvement. Perfection suggests that there is a singular, correct way to do things, and it leaves little room for mistakes or missteps. It promotes an all-or-nothing mentality that can discourage us from even attempting new things if we're not sure we can do them perfectly. In this way, the pursuit of perfection often stifles progress. It sets such a high standard that taking the first step feels intimidating, and every mistake along the way becomes a source of self-doubt. In contrast, resilience encourages us to take that first step, to try, to risk, knowing that mistakes are not failures but necessary parts of the journey. Life is full of uncertainties, and challenges are a guarantee no matter how carefully we plan. When we aim for perfection, we set ourselves up to be easily disappointed or discouraged because nothing ever goes entirely as planned. Perfection can create a fear of failure so strong that we shy away from opportunities, fearing that we won't meet our own or others' high standards. Resilience, however, allows us to embrace those challenges and uncertainties. It helps us understand that setbacks aren't signs that we've failed or that we're inadequate. They're simply part of the process. Resilience equips us to adapt, to find solutions, and to keep going even when things don't go our way. One of the most powerful aspects of resilience is that it allows us to see mistakes and failures as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Every experience, especially the difficult ones, offers valuable lessons that contribute to our growth and strengthen our character. When we focus on resilience, we give ourselves the freedom to make mistakes, to learn from them, and to continue moving forward without letting setbacks derail us. Rather than viewing challenges as personal shortcomings, we start seeing them as opportunities for growth. Each obstacle becomes a chance to build inner strength, to deepen our understanding, and to refine our approach. Resilience also fosters a mindset of continuous learning. People who prioritize resilience over perfection recognize that there is always something new to learn, some way to improve. They approach life with curiosity, knowing that each experience, each interaction holds potential lessons. This open-minded approach allows them to adapt, to change and grow in ways that those stuck in a perfectionist mindset may miss. Rather than fixating on achieving a specific result, they are focused on the journey and the personal growth that comes from it. This mindset not only makes them more adaptable but also more fulfilled as they find purpose in growth itself. Another significant benefit of resilience is that it allows us to connect more deeply with others. Perfection often isolates us, making us feel that we need to maintain an image, hide our struggles, or avoid vulnerability. Resilience, on the other hand, encourages authenticity. When we acknowledge that life isn't perfect, we feel more comfortable sharing our struggles, our failures, and our growth with others. This openness fosters genuine connections, as people are more likely to relate to our resilience than to a facade of perfection. By sharing our resilient stories, we inspire others and create supportive communities that encourage mutual growth. Moreover, resilience empowers us to face the future with optimism. Perfectionism often brings with it a fear of the unknown, a desire to control outcomes, to avoid failure. But resilience embraces uncertainty, trusting that whatever comes, we have the inner strength to handle it. This outlook is liberating. It frees us from the need to predict or control everything, and instead teaches us to trust ourselves, knowing that we can adapt to whatever challenges arise. With resilience, we learn that life's unpredictability is not a threat but an opportunity, a chance to grow stronger with each experience. Choosing resilience over perfection ultimately helps us create a life that is not only more fulfilling but also more sustainable. A life focused on perfection is filled with constant pressure, stress, and dissatisfaction as we are always striving to meet impossible standards. But a life focused on resilience is grounded in self-compassion, acceptance, and flexibility. It allows us to find joy in the journey, to appreciate our growth, and to acknowledge our worth even in moments of struggle. By letting go of the need to be perfect, we give ourselves the freedom to be fully present, to take risks, and to pursue our dreams without the fear of failing. In building a life, resilience is the foundation that supports all else. It's the strength that allows us to continue building, even when circumstances are difficult, even when the path isn't clear. By choosing resilience, we not only grow stronger, but also become more capable of facing whatever challenges come our way. And in that process, we create a life that is true to ourselves, one that reflects our inner strength, our growth, and our unwavering commitment to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles. Building a meaningful life requires connection with others. Our relationships with friends, family, mentors, and even colleagues shape much of who we are, adding a depth of richness, support, and joy that we simply cannot create alone. Investing in relationships isn't just about having people to share life's highs and lows. It's about creating a web of connection that fuels our growth, strengthens our resilience, and provides purpose beyond ourselves. True, deep relationships are the foundation of a fulfilling life, offering us perspective, empathy, and the chance to impact others in a lasting way. Relationships give us a space to be seen, understood, and valued for who we are. In a world where we often feel pressured to present ourselves a certain way, to meet expectations, or to maintain an image, meaningful relationships are where we can let down our guard. With close friends or family, we can be honest about our struggles, our doubts, and our fears without fear of judgment. This acceptance helps us to grow, to feel supported, and to gain the confidence we need to navigate life's challenges. When we feel seen and accepted, we're empowered to be our authentic selves, which is essential for building a life that reflects who we truly are. Investing in relationships also provides us with a reliable source of support when life gets challenging. No matter how self-sufficient we may strive to be, we all encounter times when we need someone to lean on. A strong network of relationships gives us that support, helping us to feel less isolated and more capable of overcoming difficulties. Whether it's a friend offering advice, a mentor guiding us, or a family member simply listening, these relationships provide the encouragement we need to keep going. They remind us that we're not alone and that others are invested in our well-being and success. Another essential benefit of deep relationships is the opportunity for shared growth. In relationships, we find people who encourage us to pursue our goals, challenge us to be better, and celebrate our achievements with us. This shared growth is invaluable. It creates a dynamic of mutual support where each person's success uplifts the other. It's about inspiring each other to aim higher and to reach for more, knowing that we have a partner in our journey. Through the ups and downs, the personal evolutions, and even the occasional disagreements, relationships become spaces where we learn, improve, and evolve together. And in addition, relationships give us perspective. Often we get so wrapped up in our own experiences, challenges, and goals that we forget there's a broader world with different viewpoints and experiences. By building relationships with people who have different perspectives, we gain insight into how others think and feel, which broadens our understanding and makes us more empathetic. These relationships allow us to see situations from new angles, which is essential for personal growth. They remind us that life is complex and that every person brings a unique story and value to the table, which in turn makes us more compassionate, open-minded individuals. Building meaningful relationships also provides us with a sense of purpose. When we have close connections, we feel responsible for others' well-being and happiness, which drives us to act with kindness, generosity, and integrity. And this sense of responsibility fosters a deeper purpose that goes beyond personal ambitions. We are not only building a life for ourselves, but also contributing to the lives of those we care about. When we know that our actions and decisions affect others, we're inspired to make choices that benefit not just us, but those around us, creating a ripple effect of positivity and purpose. Investing in relationships also enriches our experiences, making ordinary moments extraordinary. Life's most meaningful experiences are often shared, whether it's a quiet moment of laughter with a friend, a milestone celebrated with family, or a tough time eased by someone's presence. These shared moments deepen our appreciation for life itself. Even the simplest activities like a walk, a conversation, or a shared meal become memorable because of the connection we feel. Relationships help us create a bank of beautiful memories that sustain us during tough times and remind us of the richness of life. Finally, relationships remind us of our own humanity and the importance of humility. When we connect with others, we're constantly reminded that we're all navigating our own challenges and seeking our own sense of purpose. And this knowledge fosters humility, making us more compassionate and less likely to judge others. By investing in relationships, we learn to value people not for what they can do for us, but for who they are. We develop empathy and patience, recognizing that each person we meet is a complex, evolving individual with their own dreams and struggles. In building a life, relationships aren't just a part of the journey, they are the journey. They are what give our experiences meaning, our achievements significance, and our challenges context. When we invest in meaningful relationships, we are not only enhancing our own lives, but also contributing to a network of mutual support, love, and understanding. These connections ground us, inspire us, and remind us of the beauty and interconnectedness of life. By building and nurturing relationships, we create a life that isn't just about personal success, but about shared purpose, collective growth, and a legacy of kindness and connection. In the end, it's the relationships we've built and the lives we've touched that leave the most lasting impression, making all the effort worthwhile. Aligning work with purpose is a transformative approach to building a fulfilling life, bringing depth and meaning to our daily efforts. Many people spend years chasing traditional markers of success, money, titles, promotions, only to find themselves feeling unfulfilled. This happens because while these achievements can offer temporary satisfaction, they don't necessarily fulfill a deeper sense of purpose. When our work aligns with a purpose that resonates with us personally, it not only brings us a sense of accomplishment, but also a profound sense of contribution, making the work itself deeply rewarding. Purpose-driven work is powerful because it connects what we do with who we are. We spend a significant portion of our lives working, and when that time is spent on something that feels meaningful, it enriches our entire life. This doesn't mean that every moment of work will be easy or enjoyable. Purpose-driven work still comes with challenges, stress, and long hours. But there's a difference. When our work aligns with our values and passions, those challenges become more bearable and sometimes even exciting because we know they're contributing to something we truly care about. And this alignment keeps us motivated through tough times, giving us a reason to persevere beyond the immediate difficulties. The impact of purposeful work is not only personal, but also outward-facing. When we engage in work that matters to us, we naturally become more committed, creative, and effective. This passion is infectious. It inspires those around us, creating a positive atmosphere that elevates the work environment as a whole. People who work with purpose aren't simply fulfilling tasks, they are investing themselves in their work, looking for ways to innovate, improve, and add value. This, in turn, makes a positive impact on the people and communities their work serves. Purpose-driven work allows us to contribute something meaningful to the world, something that goes beyond our individual selves. Purposeful work also gives us a sense of direction. When we're simply working for a paycheck or a title, it's easy to feel lost or even resentful over time. This is because we're putting in energy without a clear reason that resonates on a deeper level. Purpose, however, acts as a compass. It helps us make decisions about where we want to go and what steps we need to take to get there. Purpose offers clarity, guiding us through uncertainties and reminding us why we started in the first place. This clarity helps us set meaningful goals that are aligned with our values, giving us a sense of progress and satisfaction that goes beyond short-term achievements. Aligning work with purpose also cultivates a sense of personal growth and evolution. Purpose-driven work requires us to constantly stretch ourselves, to develop new skills, and to deepen our understanding of both our work and ourselves. This growth is fulfilling because it's rooted in something meaningful. It's not just about climbing a ladder, but about expanding our abilities to make a real difference. Through this journey, we gain a sense of mastery, confidence, and fulfillment that's hard to replicate in work that lacks purpose. As we grow in our purpose-driven work, we feel more connected to our strengths, passions, and potential, which enhances our overall sense of self-worth. Another important aspect of purpose-driven work is that it aligns with our desire for legacy. We all want to feel that our lives, including our work, have made a difference. Purposeful work allows us to leave an impact, to know that what we did mattered to others in some way. Whether it's a teacher shaping young minds, a doctor saving lives, an artist inspiring audiences, or an entrepreneur creating solutions, purpose-driven work leaves a lasting imprint. When we know that our work has contributed positively to the lives of others, it gives a sense of legacy and peace, knowing that we've used our time and talents in meaningful ways. Purposeful work also nurtures resilience and endurance. Every career comes with its share of obstacles, setbacks, and frustrations. However, when we're working in alignment with our purpose, we're more willing to face these challenges. Instead of feeling defeated, we see obstacles as part of the journey, as necessary learning experiences on our path to fulfilling our purpose. This resilience is fueled by a deep-rooted commitment that goes beyond just getting the job done. Purpose provides us with a reason to keep going, to continue finding solutions, to adapt, and to persevere despite difficulties. Finally, aligning work with purpose brings balance and contentment to our lives. When our work reflects our values and fulfills our need for purpose, we no longer feel like we're just working to live or enduring long hours simply to enjoy our free time. Purposeful work becomes an integrated part of a balanced life, a source of joy and satisfaction that enhances our overall well-being. It helps us avoid burnout because we feel energized by the sense that we're doing something worthwhile. Purposeful work doesn't drain us in the same way that unaligned work can. Instead, it gives us a steady flow of fulfillment and a sense of meaning that permeates other areas of life. Aligning work with purpose transforms the way we experience our careers and, by extension, our lives. It allows us to live with a sense of alignment, fulfillment, and peace, knowing that we're contributing to something that truly matters to us. When we work with purpose, we're not just completing tasks, we're creating meaning, impacting others, and building a legacy. This alignment of work and purpose creates a life that feels rich, complete, and truly worthwhile, reminding us that our work is not just a means to an end, but a deeply significant part of our journey. Building a meaningful life involves cultivating a mindset of gratitude and mindfulness, which encourages us to be present, to appreciate what we have, and to live with intentionality. While goals, ambitions, and progress are essential, they can sometimes lead us to constantly look forward without truly experiencing the present. Gratitude and mindfulness allow us to balance this forward momentum with an appreciation for the here and now, bringing a deep sense of contentment and peace. They remind us that life is not only about the big achievements or milestones, but also about the small, beautiful moments along the way. Gratitude is a powerful practice that shifts our focus from what we lack to what we already possess. When we take time to recognize and appreciate the blessings in our lives, we cultivate a sense of abundance, which helps us feel more satisfied and fulfilled. This doesn't mean that we ignore our challenges or pretend that everything is perfect. Rather, gratitude is about recognizing the value in what we do have. Even amid difficulties, it's the practice of acknowledging the good, however small, in each day. Over time, this perspective shift changes how we experience life, helping us focus on the positive aspects of our journey rather than getting caught up in the things we wish were different. Mindfulness, on the other hand, is the practice of being fully present in each moment. In a fast-paced world filled with distractions, it's easy to operate on autopilot, moving from one task to the next without truly engaging with what we're doing. Mindfulness asks us to slow down, to experience life with all of our senses, and to be aware of our thoughts and emotions without judgment. When we're mindful, we experience each moment fully, whether it's a meal, a conversation, or a quiet walk. This presence enriches our experiences, helping us find joy and peace in simple moments that might otherwise pass by unnoticed. Together, gratitude and mindfulness form a powerful combination for building a fulfilling life. When we are grateful, we're more likely to feel positive emotions, which creates a foundation for mindfulness. And when we're mindful, we can fully appreciate the things we're grateful for, leading to a deeper sense of contentment. This creates a cycle of positivity. Mindfulness enhances gratitude, and gratitude deepens mindfulness. Living with this awareness helps us focus on what truly matters, making it easier to let go of unnecessary stress, worry, or material desires that don't contribute to our well-being. Gratitude also fosters resilience. When we practice gratitude regularly, we train ourselves to look for the good, even in tough times. This doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine, but rather acknowledging that there is value, learning, or growth in every situation. By appreciating small victories or sources of support during difficult times, we build resilience that helps us face future challenges with a stronger mindset. Gratitude teaches us to focus on what we can learn and how we can grow, which helps us navigate life's ups and downs without losing our sense of purpose or joy. Mindfulness, too, contributes to resilience by grounding us in the present. Often, stress and anxiety come from dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about future uncertainties. Mindfulness brings us back to the here and now, where we can focus on what's within our control. It teaches us to observe our thoughts and emotions without letting them dictate our actions, which helps us respond to challenges with clarity and composure. This approach allows us to face difficulties with a balanced perspective, reducing the overwhelm that often comes with intense emotions. By practicing mindfulness, we develop an inner calm that supports us through challenging times, allowing us to stay focused and present. Practicing gratitude and mindfulness also enhances our relationships. When we're grateful, we naturally become more appreciative of the people around us. We recognize the support, love, and kindness that others bring into our lives, which fosters a deeper sense of connection and empathy. Expressing gratitude to others strengthens these bonds, making our relationships more meaningful and fulfilling. Similarly, mindfulness improves our relationships by helping us be more present and attentive with others. Instead of being distracted or preoccupied, we listen fully, engage sincerely, and connect on a deeper level. This presence allows for more authentic interactions, which enriches our connections and builds stronger, more supportive relationships. Another important aspect of gratitude and mindfulness is that they help us live with intentionality. When we practice gratitude, we're more likely to focus on what truly matters, such as health, relationships, personal growth, and joy. This intentional focus helps us avoid getting caught up in superficial pursuits or societal pressures that may not align with our values. Mindfulness enhances this intentionality by bringing awareness to our choices, actions, and habits. It encourages us to make decisions that align with our purpose and values rather than simply following the expectations of others. Together, these practices help us build a life that feels authentic and fulfilling based on what genuinely matters to us. Lastly, gratitude and mindfulness cultivate a deep sense of peace and contentment. In a world that often encourages us to strive for more and to constantly seek the next big achievement, these practices remind us that happiness and fulfillment can be found in the present moment. They teach us that we don't need to wait for the perfect circumstances to feel joy. We can experience it here and now by appreciating what we have and fully engaging with our lives. This contentment brings a sense of inner peace that is both grounding and liberating, allowing us to pursue our goals without feeling that our worth or happiness depends on achieving them. In essence, gratitude and mindfulness help us build a life that is both purposeful and balanced. They remind us that a meaningful life isn't just about accomplishments or milestones, but also about the simple, beautiful moments that make up each day. By practicing gratitude, we cultivate a mindset of abundance and appreciation, and through mindfulness, we experience life with a rich, present awareness. Together, they allow us to live fully with joy, peace, and purpose. This combination of gratitude and mindfulness doesn't just improve our quality of life, it transforms how we experience and appreciate each moment, making life itself a journey worth savoring. In building a meaningful life, each step we take, each intention we set, brings us closer to a sense of true fulfillment. A meaningful life isn't built overnight, nor is it shaped by singular achievements or fleeting moments of success. It's about choosing resilience over perfection, knowing that growth and progress come through our ability to learn from setbacks. It's about investing in relationships, surrounding ourselves with those who lift us up and challenge us to be better, creating a support system rooted in genuine connection. It's aligning our work with purpose, dedicating ourselves to something greater than ourselves, knowing that our actions have a ripple effect that can leave a positive legacy. A meaningful life is also about cultivating a mindset of gratitude and mindfulness, learning to appreciate what we have and finding joy in the present. It's these small, intentional acts that fill each day with purpose and beauty, helping us find balance even amidst life's many demands. Together, these practices allow us to craft a life that feels true, whole, and worthwhile. Ultimately, building a meaningful life is about living in alignment with our values, staying true to who we are, and choosing a path that reflects what matters most to us. It's about growing, contributing, and connecting in ways that create lasting impact, not only for ourselves, but for those around us. When we commit to this journey, we find a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond achievements, a life rich with purpose, resilience, and love. This is the life worth building, a life that brings us peace, joy, and a lasting sense of meaning. No excuses. Building a meaningful life demands unwavering commitment to yourself and your vision. Excuses are the mind's way of staying comfortable, of avoiding the work and risks that true growth requires. But comfort doesn't create meaning. Only through stepping up, taking responsibility, and making intentional choices can we shape a life that fulfills us. Every setback, every "I don't feel like it" moment, every "maybe later," these are the points where we choose between staying stagnant or pushing forward. No excuses means showing up consistently, even when it's hard, even when we don't have all the answers. It's owning our decisions, understanding that each choice either brings us closer to our goals or pulls us further away. No one else will do this work for us, and no one else can walk this journey on our behalf. So take charge. Refuse to let anything stand between you and the life you want to create. Because ultimately, no excuse is worth the dream you're here to fulfill, the growth you're meant to experience, or the life you're capable of building.